Hi, I'm An Duy, and I'm a student of class of 2025. I'd say that BIS Hanoi has made me ready for the future thanks to its teachers as well as its quality education provided to us from primary to secondary to the IB curriculum. Through its curriculum, the teachers and the staff have provided a wonderful learning opportunity in terms of content and how they enrich our class with entertainment and lots of information. And as such, we have been enlightened with their teaching to make us prepared for the upcoming future. I'd say that the best memory of my time in BIS Hanoi was my trips, especially the most recent trips to Cat Ba and the Geography IA trip, as each of those journeys have provided a new learning opportunity for me, as well as a handful of memories that will last a lifetime of fun, entertainment, and emotions. We've done a lot of activities throughout those trips that were both physical and mentally extracting. However, they have provided me with a huge source of experience gaining as well as opportunities to create new memories with my friends and teachers. I'd say that my most exciting lessons at the school are technically all of them because each of those lessons have their own teachers that provide lessons through their own entertaining ways that are either both funny, stressful, or very enlightening for us. However, I'd say that my favorite lessons have to be my HL subjects, mainly because of the extra time we get to spend with our friends as well as the amount of content we receive, making it both harder but more enjoying the moment we understand them as well. I'd say that my favorite CAS experience is our CAS trip, which is a trip that involved us going to Mai Chao and experiencing a variety of tasks that were both physically and mentally tolling, such as building roads and cooking for a civilian household. However, we also got to experience new cultures that were foreign to us, as well as be able to experience things that we'd never have been able to in the city, and that was a very memorable time for us during those 3 days that we're there. The thing that made me try out for this role was just being able to see what I can do with a leadership role, something that I had never tried before in my life. And I'd say that there were lots of things that I've gathered in terms of experience from this role, such as speaking in front of a group of over 100 people in our assemblies, which meant gaining public speaking skills as well as being able to effectively manage a team of 7 people, which at first was very difficult in terms of time management and delegation. However, with more activities we took part in, it became more effective and our synergy grew over time, which grew to be a very rewarding experience as a prefect of the school. I'd say that the activity that we did that made the most impact on the school community was the Mother's Day activities, which involved having primary children write out love letters to their mothers to appreciate their hard work throughout the years that got them to the stage. And it was very touching seeing how many letters of quality and emotion were written, as well as drawings that they've done, which was a very rewarding first activity for all of us. I'd say the assembly that had the most impact on me and my community was the Remembrance Day Assembly, which was conducted on the 11th of November, and we felt that it was so much more impactful compared to other activities because we were not just presenting information to a large group of people, we were also tasked with respecting and commemorating the people who have suffered in war in a very large crowd, and that required lots of preparation as well as knowing how to best tribute those who have been lost, and it was the one that required the most thought going into it to pay homage and respect to everyone involved. I'd say that there were a variety of ways that made me feel supported in my time at BIS Hanoi, especially from the teachers who always made themselves available, even during their break times, to ensure that we can do the best we can for our upcoming exams. I'd say the next step in my learning journey is quite a mystery, because after going to university, whatever path opens up to me can be either my dream job or a completely different one that I also fall in love with. However, I feel like BIS Hanoi has very much supported my learning journey and has enabled me to unlock any skill that I would like to find out in the future in my life. At the moment, I'm thinking of having a major in astrophysics or a physics-related degree. However, we all know that that's a very, very difficult degree to attain. And so whatever future knowledge I unlock with that degree can determine whatever future path I can take. And I feel like it's a very hard thing to predict. However, I hope that it all goes well in the end.